What's up, everybody? I'm Russell here, back with Russell Reviews, my channel. And today, as you can see, right here behind me, I have another big Goosebumps, or Stine Goosebumps book video for you guys today. And in this video, I'm going to be doing my updated video of showing you all of my Stine Goosebumps books in my Stine Goosebumps current book collection for you guys so far. Yes, this is updated. I only got a few new Goosebumps books. Yeah, also, from the book starting here to the end, those are all not Goosebumps. Those are all, like, other books, which, yeah, I'm not going to go over. This is just Goosebumps. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started without further ado. With the first book that I have here, which came in the first Goosebumps tin that I have, called Welcome to Dead House. Yes, the very first Goosebumps book to ever come out. And I love that cover and how it looks and everything. It just looks so good. You know, classical Goosebumps book. Not quite one of my favorites. That may seem controversial, I know. Just not quite one of my favorite Goosebumps books. Kind of more of a mid-tier book for me, but it's really, really good. It's only got a little bit of damage on that corner there, and that happened when I was trying to peel off some tape, which, by the way, this does have Scotch A45 book tape all over it, too, and even though it didn't need it, just wanted it to last longer. It's a reprint copy because the white pages, which look beautiful, and there's no number on the spine, and the lettering is not raised. So, the Dead House. It's good to have book one. Okay. What next? Ooh, good one. Another classic. This book's one of my favorites in the original series too. Now, I keep forgetting the book number of this book, but anyways, this is Say Cheese and Die. First of all, look at that awesome cover. One of my favorite Goosebumps cover arts of all time. You have the picture, you have the 4 skeletons, with no eyes too. That was seen on the cover, the original cover of the copy of the sequel, Say Cheese and Die Again, which I did not like as much as the original for sure. Yeah, I love the red and the gray. I love the red. Red's my favorite color. The book is very, very dark and very awesome. It's just so much fun. Okay. So I put this, there we go. Okay. Next book. Another classic, but it's definitely a hot take for me. Unfortunately, I get a lot of hate for this. Yeah, it's just a very loved book in the series, with one of the series, if not the most, or if not the series' most famous, scariest villain ever, and it's Night of the Living Dummy, the original. I'm glad to have a copy of it anyways, considering that it still has the original Tim Jacobus cover art, which, yeah, I like it here. Slappy looks pretty nice. It's misleading though, sort of. There's actually, hopefully this isn't a spoiler, but let me know down below if it is. But there's actually a different dummy in this book that's the main villain in this book, not Slappy. But I still love the red and the yellow. The book's just mildly decent for me. It's just my opinion. Okay. Next pick. Book number 11 in the series. This book is one of the most famous in the series for a lot of people. One of the most scariest too. Called The Haunted Mask. Yes, the original too. This book turns out to be my #1 most least favorite Goosebumps book of all time currently. I may give it a reread sometime, but I just could not stand this book. Even though the cover, again, looks really nice, so does the color scheme of Carly Beth herself. I like Carly Beth as a character. I think I mentioned that before, but yeah, I just didn't like the book. Liked Night of the Living Dummy a little bit more. Yeah. Anyways, why do I keep saying pick? Next book. Yes, again, another classic. Basically, Those four plus this one are all on that tin set, are all like five of the most classic books in the original series. And this one is the original One Day at Horrorland, which had so many sequels. I guess you would call it sequels, and it even made, or the Goosebumps Horrorland series was made after this one because of this famous book. And I love this book so much. It's definitely also one of my favorite Goosebumps books of all time. I know I didn't list it in like my top 11 favorite Goosebumps books of all time. That video I did a little while ago, but you know, it's still really good. Very, very good. I honestly think that book and Say Cheese and Die are my favorite books in that tin set. If I could just get it. There we go. Okay, guys. What next? Well, next book is another classic. Moving on to, book number 9. So, oops, I put One Day at Horrorland in the wrong spot. I put it before this next book, but that's okay. I'll fix it later. This is Welcome to Camp Nightmare. Yes, the very first Goosebumps camp book to ever come out, I believe. And it's not one of my favorite camp books in the series, unfortunately, but, you know, mostly because of the twist ending. The twist ending was just, I don't have words for it. It's just terrible, you know. The cover looks very nice. This original eye-catching, if you want to say, Jacobus cover art looks very nice. So it's the color scheme. I have another copy of this book, and I'll show you it real quick. It's after this book. Yeah, everything else in that book leading up to the twist ending was pretty good for me, just fine. It's probably a mid-tier book for me. But here is the reprint cover art copy of the book that I have here, Welcome to Camp Nightmare, done by Brandon Dorman, and I don't hate this one either. This copy was one of like the first Goosebumps book copies that I ever got, like I think one of the first 2 or 3. So yeah, and it's still in mint condition. I got it off of Amazon, really great condition. Yeah. So now I have 2 copies of Welcome to Camp Nightmare, which, you know, I didn't really want or need, but, you know, that last copy of Welcome to Camp Nightmare that you saw came in another different Goosebumps tin set. So, you know, I bought it mostly because there are 4 other books in that tin that I haven't read yet. But, you know, it is what it is. And Welcome to Camp Nightmare was in it, so now I have 2 copies of it, which is fine for now. The next book is another classic. Basically, all these are classics. What am I saying? This is The Girl Who Cried Monster, book number 9. Yeah, I have not read this book yet. I'm trying to get the time to read it. I know I promised it on I think I promised it on my channel before that I was gonna read this book. I'm trying really hard. I just have a lot of other books to read and go through and all that stuff on the channel and all. But I'm gonna get to this one. I know I will sometime if I can, which is what I'm planning to. Yeah, this cover art, which I heard this character right here is Mr. Marvin, the main villain monster of the book, which, kind of already spoiled it to me, which I don't care. I'm still going to read it anyways. It reminds you of a lot of this famous story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, but instead they changed it to The Girl Who Cried Monster. Yeah, really excited. I love the color scheme of this book, too. It's never been a book that I've been, like, so interested in reading. When I was a little bit younger, first getting into Goosebumps like about a year ago, I think. Okay, next book. Book number 10, The Ghost Next Door. I love this book a lot. I think it was my top 10 most favorite Goosebumps book of all time. I think I put it in that slot in my last Goosebumps top 11 favorite Goosebumps books of all time list that I did a little while ago. Yeah, it's really good. One of the most saddest, if not the saddest, Goosebumps book I've ever read. Okay. You get in there. There we go. Next book, book number 13, Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. This copy that I have of the book is in just terrible condition. It's got lots of wear, especially down here. All that creasing. The back corner right here just looks really terrible. That's why it has so much tape on it. It even has like regular Scotch tape underneath this 845 Scotch book tape, because it needed it so bad. The covers were about to come off. The pages are like so brown. I bought this copy new on Amazon a little while ago, but it sure as heck doesn't look new, because you see like liquid stains right there on the first few pages. Like, that can't be a new copy, like Amazon. Anyways, really great book, actually. I think I listed it in that last video that I did as one of my favorite Goosebumps books of all time, too. It's really, really good. A lot of people don't talk about that one or like that one much, but I personally love it. Okay, next book. Oh, this next book is easily another book that is in my top 10. Called The Werewolf of Fever Swamp, book 14. And this Brandon Dorman cover art copy looks pretty nice too. A little more cartoonish compared to the original, but you know, who am I kidding? It still looks really nice. I love this book so much. This copy's also kind of weird because I got this one at like a St. George bookstore where I got a few of my other books, Goosebumps books, from before. And it's just a little bit more weird because, you know, it's more flexible, it can bend, the pages feel softer, and they like slip under your thumb a little more easier. It's just weird, but great book. Okay. Next book. Oh, another one of my favorites. Deep Trouble, book number 19. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking ocean stuff, which, yeah, I really love the ocean. This book is fantastic, which is why it has tape all over it, too, just because, you know, I wanted it to last a little longer. Also love this Brandon Dorman reissue copy. Looks really nice. Yeah, surprisingly enough, which was even stranger, the first time I read this book, I did not love it at all. But now I do, after rereading it. Next book, Phantom of the Auditorium. I forgot the book number of this book in the original series, and I think I have a review of this book up on my channel too. Yeah, this book was just not quite a hot take, but just unfortunately kind of a middle of the road, mid-tier, solid average book for me. But this Brandon Dorman reissue looks still really nice too. Way creepier and actually nicer, detailed looking than the original. I mean, look at that face. Ugh. Now, this book also may remind you of Phantom of the Opera. Yes, the movie, which I have not seen. And I kind of want to sometime. I think it's like, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'll be wrong on this. But I think that movie's rated PG-13, maybe even R. I don't know. For sure. Next book, Egg Monsters from Mars. Yes, this is the second book that came in that other tin with The Girl Who Cried Monster. And yeah, it's also never been a book that I've just been so interested in reading a little while ago. But, you know, now I have a copy of it, so it is what it is. I'm going to read it and review it soon on my channel too. You know, pretty interested in it. I like that cute little cover art with the color scheme, great color scheme with like the dark red and yellow. Really nice looking. Okay. Next is a hardcover Amazon used copy here that I have of this book, done in a Brandon Dorman reissue cover art copy here, called A Night in Terror Tower. I forget the book number of this book 2 in the original series, but yeah, just like Phantom of the Auditorium, it's kind of a bit of a below average read for me. It was just alright. The second half sucked, but everything else, first half was pretty good. And guys, that wraps up my part 1 video here. I thought I wasn't going to have to do a part 2 video, but yeah, I have to, so stay tuned for my next part 2 video of all this. And I'll see you again in that video and in my next videos. Take care.